Hey, I've got my puffball headband on, but I'm gonna take it off because I don't want anything distracting. So yeah, it's been a day. It is Monday, December 11th now, 12 a.m. in the East Coast of the United States of America. But the prior 24 hours, as in Sunday, December 10th, were pretty kind of cuckoo. Just saying, just saying, just saying. And for that, I'm going to just sort of love up on the YouTube here, and I'm going to do at Seafoes the Carney 392, just to make sure I'm pulling up the right account, and I am here. Okay, so yeah, so let me just let me share my screen. And we're just going to do this. We're going to record this and then I'm going to upload it. I don't want to do things live anymore because like YouTube has been a little bit weird about the lives. But yeah, I'm going to share. Oops. And now we've got like way too many things going on here. I'm going to reduce that. Then we're going to just kind of look here. Okay, so C-Files Incarnate. This is his channel. And I'm making it big screen. All right, so we've got videos. Okay, so videos from C-Files. Latest. C-Files set up rundown what skateboard. Oh, that was 5 days ago. Thursday after 10 days. Okay, so there's nothing new on videos. Shorts. We've got one about me, and I'm not even gonna do that. We've got one of him dancing. I'm not gonna we can do that. But then live, we have 2 days ago and 6 days ago, and then 9 days ago. Okay. So I wasn't really keeping up with all of this, but people were telling me that he was like talking about me and stuff. Yeah, and then in his community 3 days ago, he's got this like video from that expose Egyptian account, and I'm not even worried about that. But I do want to go back to the live. And I do want to start with the 6 days ago, and then I'll go to the 2 days ago. People were telling me that Brandon's been in the hospital for a while, but I don't know. I haven't seen anything about that, but maybe it'll be in the chat if we watch this from here. So let's see. Okay, so this is Russell Stover ad. Not really very wholesome. I mean, like doesn't seem appropriate for a C-Files video, but you know, we'll see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what's happening here. Oof. Sorry. Okay, so we don't want top, we want live. We want live chat replay, okay?
We're obsessed with quality.
And then we want to skip over this nonsense. Okay, so now we got here. All right, so live chat. Okay, so we're gonna see live chat. Hopefully, we're not gonna have anybody blocked. I don't know. I don't know what happens here, but we're gonna just work with it. And we're gonna share computer sound. And I will stop and pause just so that we don't get and I do want to, sorry. All right, I'm gonna pause. And then I'm gonna just like speed this up because I want double time. I don't want to be like here all night. Okay. And hopefully we'll see some live chat replay. If we do, if we don't, we don't.
Hey everybody. Happy Monday on the internet. I hope everyone out there is doing well. Had a good Monday today. But most importantly, I hope that all of the Antarctic are safe and away from those that are trying to extort them for their wonderful furs and or their delicious meats. No.
So he seems to have some affinity for the Antarctic chinchillas. Not quite sure what that means, but keep listening.
In fact, Antarctic chinchillas are delicious. Sorry, I'm making sure everything's working on both ends because as we know, I am the most professionalist YouTuber on YouTube and everything I do works every time. Me and Eduardo here have just been chilling out. I had to go ahead and manifest myself. Bro, what's up, base girl? What's up, Michelle B?
So he calls this chinchilla Eduardo, and we see in the chat that base girl and Michelle B. No, not delicious. Because you know, Michelle B, she had that Dot Steiner thing. Ooh, delicious. Don't you wish you could have a bite? Yeah, Michelle B is a freak. But anyway, let's
Problem is, that's why we have to save them from all of the evil doing and all of the people who are currently on ships coming here to Antarctica. I can just manifest wherever I want to because I am an interdimensional being and I do have those superpowers. All right, cool. And I do have those superpowers to be able to appear and materialize. That's the word I'm looking for. Materialize out of thin air. Best we hail Dave. We must definitely hail Dave as well.
Just for the record, my goal is to get through both episode 110 and 111 and then just upload it onto my replay crew chat YouTube channel. We'll see if I get through it. It's gonna be a long night.
Well,
when they say best we hail Dave as well, is that the same Dave that Jamie's always shouting out in her videos? I don't know. Reply in the comments if you know.
I'm not even going to explain that one to the newer viewers of the channel. Just know Dave sees all. Man, what a Monday it's been. Not really. I make it sound like it was terrible. Me and Eduardo here did some Christmassy festivities and hung up some Christmas lights. So that was sick. As far as I know, they're all still up. So, you know, me plus one Antarctic chinchilla equals a handyman.
Base Girl says, Dave is the way, the truth, and the light. LOL. So I don't know. That sounds like a Christian reference. Don't quite know.
I guess right off the top of the show here, and I do say we because there is a group of us now at this point, and I'm not going to full on out anybody because of what's happening and because of what we're dealing with, but there are quite a few of us that have essentially gotten behind the cause of trying to put some sort of dent into online harassment / bullying / fucking threatening people's life.
Interesting, since he is behind online bullying, harassment, threatening my life, now he's getting behind something. Okay. And then Michelle B, who is also behind harassing me, says, yay, go Eduardo. But she doesn't spell go, G-E-A-U-X, as if she were from New Orleans. She just spells it G-O, which apparently she was in Louisiana for Thanksgiving, if you believe anything she says, which I don't.
And I will say, there is a link in the description right now to a petition to actually get some sort of legal literature, as the professionals say, in play, you know?
Legal literature, as the professionals say? I don't know. I don't know what C-Files in his delusional 17 face paint mind is thinking, but let's just keep listening.
We do understand the First Amendment rights, and by all means, yes, everybody should pretty much be able to say whatever you want to within reason and within the right context. I feel context is everything.
Okay, so basically C-Files wants to have editorial control over what I can say. And yet he wants to say whatever the fuck he wants to say. Interesting concept.
I actually just watched, I don't know if any of you are.
Michelle B, please sign the petition. Stop online harassment. Michelle, you are the biggest online harasser of them all. And our chinchillas need rescues. Yeah, Eduardo, mine is Ernie. Love, save those chinchillas. Yeah, this is just bullshit.
Familiar with there's a comedian dude named Matt Rife. He comes from Wild Now, but now he's doing like a stand-up live show. Anyway, point being, he said a jokey joke, and a lot of people got real mad at him. Like, I'm not sure when his special came out, but it was pretty recently. And a lot of people got all mad and like tried to cancel him and did that whole thing. And there is a time and a place when you're at, let's say, a stand-up comedy show. You're there to be entertained and to laugh.
Okay. So he's trying to talk about a stand-up comedy show. I just want to check out the actual like comments on his channel. So I want to sort by newest first. So we've got H Squared, aka Heather from Hawaii, who is a friggin' predator, in my opinion. Dang it, my doctor appointments have been during your lives, but I'm still a Rewatch Gang member. And C-File says, Rewatch Gang, LOL. And then Foxtrot, aka Tasha El Greco, says, Foxtrot 1916, Tasha El Greco says, hey everyone, I'm always missing the live, but always rewatching. Lots of love. We'll get there. Muscle, muscle, muscle. Hey includes Eduardo, of course. Bish, please. Oh man. So now I have him like full screen, but I want to keep it so that we can see his chat. So let's see if we can do. Okay, so now we see his chat and full screen. Okay.
Yeah, the comedian or the personality might say something outrageous. Eduardo, mine is Ernie. No, the comedian, the entertainer, whoever might say something outrageous in an attempt to get the reaction from the audience that they're looking for. And I get that. I don't think people should be censored from saying things in a comedic way or in an entertainment way, or even when I'm up here talking about addiction and mental health. There are some terms that the YouTube overlords are not happy with. And you've all seen me try to like dance around saying something because I don't know if I'm going to get my channel in trouble or not. And I don't think that there should be any, again, within context and within reason, I don't think there should be any reason for anything like that to be censored. However, there has to be a hard line drawn when it comes to flat out threatening people, death threats, endangering an individual.
I've never flat out threatened anyone to my knowledge, and if someone wants to prove otherwise, I'm willing to look at the evidence. But clearly C-Files is thinking that he can play the victim, and Brennan can play the victim, and Michelle can play the victim, and No can play the victim, and Base Girl can play the victim, and all his little chat people can play the victim, and Art of Chinchillas Need Rescues, they can play the victim. No. Feral Chinchilla? No. No. Fuck you, MJ. Fuck all y'all. Fuck you, Brennan. Fuck you, C-Files. Fuck all y'all. Y'all are the aggressors, and anyone who knows anything knows that. So let's just keep listening.
Slash that individual and their family, especially if there are children that are a part of that family. And just trying to trash.
Giving birth to children doesn't make children a part of your family. So just because you're a woman, a female, born female, and like able to give birth to whoever's sperm injects you with some sort of, fetal matter, especially in Texas, like that doesn't make you a mother. That doesn't make you privileged to not have people come after you. And that certainly doesn't make you privileged to have this friggin' troll as your alleged, calling you his wife and thinking you have some sort of protection over like the rest of the world to call you out on your complete nonsense bullshit.
Someone's reputation in general. Hey, sweet profile picture, Billy Goat. Dang. You, sir.
Oh, Billy Goat, the Serbian troll. Nice. Hi, Lima. Hi, Team Liven.
Or ma'am, I shouldn't gender you, are clearly a taxidermist, and that's a sweet picture. I very much enjoy that.
Clearly a taxidermist? What the fuck?
Sign that petition, it's all for good, no drama. Yeah, no, Billy Goat gets it. Shout out to Billy Goat. Shout out to everyone in the chat right now, the entirety of the Carney Army. But yeah, there comes a hard line. And, if someone is simply trying to defame you, if someone is simply trying to trash you.
He says defame you as if it's like Lima quotes. Dude. Defamation is a specific act, and you cannot prove anyone has tried to defame you because the truth of your existence is so far beyond any quote unquote defamation anyone could commit against you. You're just useless and unprotected, in my opinion.
Your reputation, like, as much as I fuck around and I make jokes, and as much as how am I trying to say this so it makes sense? As much as I'm good at words and saying things, as much as I do fuck.
So C-Files thinks he's good at words and saying things. Interesting misconception on his part, but let's keep listening.
Around on this channel, and I make jokes about my own fuck up. Hey, there's the feral chinchilla. As much as I make jokes about my own fuck ups.
Oh, the feral chinchilla. Oh, wow, there's MJ. Okay, I hadn't seen MJ before. The feral chinchilla. Hey, everyone, late but here. Hi, Mandy Jo Brennan. Hi, Amanda Brennan. Hi, TS Cunt Ultra, MJ Ultra.
Do put a lot of time and effort into this channel, almost as if it's my business, right? Or, if I do end up doing whatever I do, right? If I end up with a skateboard company or some sort of legitimate business in the future.
If I end up with some sort of legitimate business in the future, meaning he has no legitimate business right now. He just has MJ and Michelle and soon to be Brennan in his chat.
And then there's someone out there who is, I don't know, saying I've done inappropriate things involving kids, or saying that I'm a Satanist, which.
Yes, you are a Satanist. And as far as inappropriate things with kids, I just think the video with you and Brennan's kids was pretty inappropriate, in my opinion.
Freedom of religion, that one's kind of neither here nor there.
Freedom of religion. Okay, so he wants freedom of religion for him to be a Satanist, but he wants to control my speech when I call him out for being a Satanist. Interesting logic, C-Files. Just saying.
But, if someone's just saying all these things, and then that hurts my or the person's individual, hurts the individual person's reputation, essentially. Then
oh, so he wants to be a Satanist, but he doesn't want his reputation hurt. Double standard much? I think so.
It also reflects and hurts that person's business, and therefore that person's ability
Okay, so he wants his business protected, but he doesn't want anybody to call him out for being a Satanist, but he thinks that he should be able to like raise money from Christians, because if Christians don't know he's a Satanist, then he can get people like Jamie to like buy shit off of him. Interesting double standard, in my opinion.
to provide for themselves and their family.
He's monetized. Clearly he's monetized. Oh, this is embarrassing.
Make mornings
All
crust
the ads
easy.
are gonna be like super embarrassing.
And at a
Okay.
certain point, there is that hard line that needs to be drawn, right? There is that line where it's like, okay, freedom of speech goes so far, but now you've crossed that line into just trying to fuck someone's life over. And with that, there's also no room for, essentially, for flip-floppers, for play both siders. And not to say that necessarily anybody
When
here,
he says flip-floppers or play both siders, is he talking about me? Is he talking about, who's he talking about? I'd love to know your opinions in the chat
anybody that's a part of the Carney Army
or in the comments, whatever.
is. But things get very, very, no longer I am Eduardo's friend. Things get very, very muddy if there are individuals that, I guess let's call them what they are. If there's clout chasers that decide, you know, I'm gonna come to, let's say, CFAL's channel and pretend to be all about it and pretend to want to get behind the actual cause. And
When has anyone ever come to CFAL's channel and pretended to want to get behind the actual cause? I mean, one time at band camp, Brennan tried to get me to go to see CFAL's, and I went there and I was like, oh shit, this bitch is locked in with some really fucking sketchy as fuck shit. Sorry. But anyway, let's keep listening.
be a part of something. And then in the next breath, go and encourage somebody who may or may not be talking shit about myself or anyone for that matter.
I think everyone has the right to talk shit about people like you, CFALs. I mean, look at you with the 17 on your head and the fucking face paint and the fucking nonsense and behind you. Like, dude, you ain't upstanding at the, like, you're not in any way, arguably, anyway redeemable. You are irredeemable, in my opinion.
Since the last show, where I guess it was ultimately decided that I'm going to be pursuing this as far as it goes, and
Oh, it was ultimately decided that CFAL is going to be pursuing this as far as it goes. Intriguing.
putting, like I said, that link down in the description.
Ooh, he's got a link in the description. Wow. Sounds quite official.
Please go ahead and sign that petition if you care to. Every signature helps, and it's much appreciated. There is
MJ, hey everyone, late but here, putting all the CFAL's emojis in the chat. MJ Ultra, the fucking ultimate cunt.
an option to donate if you would like to. And what I will make very, very clear right now about change.org, as opposed to, you know, like a GoFundMe or any of these other crowdfunding things, the petitioner, I believe would be the word, the person
The petitioner, I guess, would be Brendan Seiler, if I've looked at change.org correctly.
who started the petition. Oh, hold on. I got part of my face in my nose. I felt like I was going to sneeze
Oh, yes, part of his face and his nose. Interesting. Snorting his own face. Intriguing.
for a second.
Vape.
The point being,
Vape.
the person who starts the petition sees zero of that money, right? It's not
Oh, okay. So the person who starts the petition, which would be Brennan, Leighton, Seiler, Bell, fucking whatever, sees none of the money. So where does the money go? To UC files? Just asking, just a question.
not like a GoFundMe where the person gets that money and then decides what to do with it. They can
So like when BJ has a GoFundMe and she decides what to do with the money, which I completely support, but clearly C Files has an issue with. Okay, Listening, keep listening, keeping
put it
listening.
towards what they said it was going towards, or they can put it in their pocket and laugh their way on down to the hair salon or something.
I mean, maybe C Files needs to do a GoFundMe for his own skanky hairstyle. Just saying.
Yeah, but with change.org, there it goes like they facilitate all of that.
Change.org facilitates all of it. Okay, interesting.
Nobody has the chance to take any of that and pocket it. So if you do choose to donate there, it 1000% will go towards helping this movement that we're starting.
This movement that we're starting, which is basically stopping people from calling you out, silencing people who are calling out C Files, aka Casey Feller, who are calling out Brennan Elmrold, aka Brennan Seiler, Bell, Layton, all the above. People who are calling out the feral chinchilla, aka MJ Brennan, aka Mandy Jo Brennan, aka Amanda Brennan. People who are calling out Michelle B, aka I guess Michelle Belmont, which I just learned today. People who are calling out other people who have really fucked us over, in my opinion, allegedly, of course.
And I never do this, and I still feel awkward about doing this on this channel. But if there was ever a time that I'm going to start asking you guys to please do everything we can do to help this channel grow, it's now, because
He has 1,540-ish subscribers as of this moment. So he's like now going to beg for more subscribers. On the other hand, I beg people not to subscribe. I just beg people to watch my videos.
it was one thing when I was a YouTuber that was just kind of fucking around for people's entertainment and just trying to get some laughs and make some friends and have a good time. But since we are out here really trying to push this movement, really trying to
Push this movement. Interesting turn of events. MJ says, I'm good, Billy Goat 98. How are you today? MJ, aka Team Lima, Billy Goat, aka Serbian fucking troll. Just saying.
make as big of a wave as we can possibly make, which there's some background happenings that I definitely feel are going to be able to push this farther and make this something big, make this something good for society. This isn't just for those of us who have been doxxed, who have been harassed, who have had fucking death threats made towards us, who have had all types of heinous.
Just like Lima, C Files had death threats long before he tried to latch on to BJ. Just saying.
Things said to and about us, which I don't even want to say on this channel, because if you're not familiar with the YouTube terms of service, especially as a monetized channel, but this goes for any channel out there.
I'm not a monetized channel. I don't want to be a monetized channel. I just want to put my truth out there, and I will find ways to do it if YouTube interferes with that. That's a promise.
3 strikes and fuck your channel. It's just YouTube just don't play that game.
My channel can go up poof. I will still speak my truth. I will still preserve my First Amendment rights and my Second Amendment rights and all the other amendment rights. But here we got MJ and Michelle. Stand up, speak out. I'm good, Billy Goat. How are you today? I'm in my Airstream down in Pensacola.
So I do have to be smart about some of the things I say and the way I say them. That being said, some of the things that have been said about me personally and a lot of my friends, and honestly, some people I don't even know. Oh, hey, Bryn, welcome. Dang, it's almost up to 50 already.
Oh, here's Brennan Emerald. Hey, everyone. Hope you all are well. Petition is almost at 50. Happy. You cunt. No, is this why some people have 4 channels? I have more than 4 channels because I have more than 4 things I want to talk about. Know who was in my chat today? Fuck you, Brennan Emerald.
Go ahead and get that petition up to 80 by tonight, and me and Eduardo will make a dance video to a Katy Perry song of your choice. you know what? I stand by that. That will happen if we can get that petition up to 80 signatures by tonight. You know what? If we can get it up to 80 signatures by, what's today? By Wednesday, custom dance channel by me.
Oh, so first of all, he's saying by tonight, now he's saying by Wednesday. I think this was on Monday that this aired, but
And
anyway.
Eduardo here, but it might just be mostly me because Eduardo sleeps a lot during the day. In fact, I wake him up to do this show.
Hey, Bryn, that is awesome. Can we pick a different song choice? That's Michelle B. Michelle Belmont, according to Salty Biatch.
I got sidetracked. Oh, right. Anyone who is, can we pick a different song choice? I don't care.
Self-care is so important.
Wow.
Mountain One is self-care for your finances.
Your local Toyota service center has everything you need to keep your Toyota a Toyota. Toyota factory trained.
I just know that, that's a story for another time. I'll get into that in a minute.
Seems like there's trouble in paradise between Brennan Emerald and Michelle B, in my opinion. Allegedly, of course.
I got myself all distracted. See what you guys do? Right. All I'm going to say is it's going to become very, very evident, probably by the end of this week, who is down for the cause and who's really trying to make a difference and who is...
Michelle B, you had a huge part in it. Couldn't faux 1/3 of what I do without you. I guess she means couldn't do 1/3 of what I do without you. So Michelle B, I guess, is shouting out. I'm sorry, Brennan Emerald is shouting out Michelle B.
Trying to catch a little bit of clout off the attention being generated by this. And normally, like, yeah, whatever. YouTubers have haters. YouTubers have people that try to use their name and fucking get some attention.
MJ, hey Bren, signed and shared. So many people have been sharing their own stories of cyber stalking and the harassment. This is a great cause to make a change. Fuck all y'all.
Whatever it is. But this one is much more serious. This one is actually going to, we hope, the goal is to make a real change and change people's lives for the better. Now, I'll say it right now, that's going to involve myself and probably others having to call a spade, having to call out either people who are involved in this themselves or people who are behind the scenes sort of facilitating things.
Miss Shelby, Bryn, thank you. I will continue to be there in any way I can.
Shelby, you had a huge part in it. Couldn't do a third of what I do without you. I will continue to be there. Yeah, no, straight up. Michelle B is a big part of this. The feral chinchilla, who I believe wants to remain anonymous, but
wants to remain anonymous. Her name is Mandy Jo Brennan, aka Amanda Brennan, aka that surprise cunt MJ Ultra. Keep wishing to remain anonymous. The feral chinchilla.
They're a very big part of this. This isn't just me. As much as I would be doing this alone, because I do think it's a very important cause, and I think it's a very important cause, and I think that this is something that, if done the way that we are working towards, could benefit everybody.
My stalker already knows it's me. No worries. Okay, so Mandy's calling me her stalker. No, you're a fucking cunt, MJ. You're a fucking cunt.
Content creators, YouTube viewers, random people who still uses MySpace. I don't know what you guys do, but I do think that there's something to be said and something to be done about it. And I don't think the people who are taking part in this kind of fucked up, ridiculous game, I don't think they realize.
Brennan Emerald. I know. I am very happy to try and change cyber laws without infringement on First Amendment. Gotta be a balance.
Realize how much of a wave and an impact we've already had just since the last show. And I really should give a huge thank you to everybody. All of the super chat.
Michelle B. At the feral chinchilla, aka Mandy Jo Brennan. I don't know, some kind of fucking emoji. No, the stalker knows.
That's meant a lot. All of the memberships. I haven't seen LNC yet, but I'm sure she's gonna at least watch the replay. Thank you for the membership giftings. Thank you for all the support last week on the show. Every little bit really does help, and it really will help me and the team, as weird as that is to say.
Michelle B. Exactly at Bryn 100.
Be able to push this and be able to go as far as we can possibly go with this.
Mandy Joe, I am a First Amendment, well, all of them really person, but what is happening is not freedom of speech, it's stalking and harassment. I am being stalked and harassed, and they use the internet to do it. Bish, please.
And with that being said, everybody already knows I'm I'm very much
Confederate Brotherhood for Life says, what's up, brother?
not afraid to make some ripples in the water, so to speak. What's up, Dusty? Currently just talking about the petition, which I believe you signed.
They call him Dusty, but he calls himself the Confederate Brotherhood for Life. Just saying.
Thank you, Dusty. And just talking about kind of the plan moving forward with all of this.
Brendan Emerald, hey, Dusty. Hey, Confederate brother.
Everyone knows that I've never been afraid to sit up here and run my mouth and tell motherfuckers exactly how I feel about them.
True, you're never afraid to run your mouth, C-Files. That's very true.
And as much as I'm not, there's no other way to say it than to just say it. As much as I'm not playing into the drama aspect of this and trying to generate a bunch
Confederate Brotherhood, hey, Brendan.
of shit to get eyeballs on
White Friday, oh May, White Friday for the Confederate Brotherhood, oh May, White Friday.
this channel, I am very much going to call some fucking people out, and the eyeballs that are on this channel will at least know, and will at least be forewarned, I guess, of certain people to either stay away from, or at the very least, keep an eye on, so we can really attack this at the root of the problem.
Interesting take. Let's keep listening.
And it can be very tricky to find the root of the problem.
No. What was your comment that was silenced and deleted the other day?
I saw a comment earlier, I think it was no, saying, is that why some people have like 9 YouTube channels? It is. And it makes it
It was 4 YouTube channels, but 9, 10, 90, it doesn't matter. We can all have as many YouTube channels as we want. It has nothing to do with UC files. Nothing at all.
real fucking hard to hold people accountable. Was that my comment? That way? Yes, it was. I tried to not only stand up for someone who was being a little bit thrown under the bus.
C-Files tried to stand up for someone who was being a little bit thrown under the bus, according to him.
But also to just say, hey, there's a bunch of us that aren't fucking cool with what you're doing here. And immediately I got, of course, blocked and comment deleted. And
I mean, I don't think that was me blocking or commenting him. It must have been some other channel.
oh, no one cares what you say, C-Files. No, you're just a fucking clown. You're right, I am. And guess what? Clowns like me have already made big changes.
Sounds like me have already made big changes. Okay, listening.
Like legitimate maybe not legislation push necessarily, but legitimate legal changes.
Oh, so he's saying he's made legitimate legal changes. Interesting claim.
And I know everyone has this irrational phobia of clowns.
It's not an irrational phobia of clowns. It's just an aversion to people like you who are disgusting, pathetic excuses for humans and should be, you know. Not alive right now.
I'm a pretty nice guy if you give me a chance. But if you don't,
No, you're not. You're a fucking dirtbag. I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. I'm listening to Iron Maiden, maybe.
I can also be a real pain in your fucking ass. To the point where things don't end how you want them to.
Ooh, there's a threat. Suck on that shit.
I'm also smart
Suck on that vape, baby. Make your threats and suck on that vape.
enough to know the difference between reading an actual toxicology report and just the list of shit they tested
Are you talking about Amanda Rab? What are you talking about, C-Files? What are you talking about?
for.
What you talking about, Willis?
Triple treat bugs. Only from Pizza Hut. No one out Pizza Hut.
God, I want some fucking Pizza Hut now. Damn it. Somebody give me all the Pizza Hut ads. Damn it.
You would think somebody who went to college would know that when an autopsy is performed and when a
Unlike C-Files, who barely went to high school, if that.
what, hey, that's skater guy. I am in fact a skater guy. But you would think people who have an education, which I put in quotes because I got my education in a different kind of way. But you would think those people would know the difference between the list of shit they test for and the list of what was actually found in someone's system. Which leads me to believe two things. Either A, BJ doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about when she
BJ knows what she's talking about. And BJ couldn't give a shit less what C-Files claims that she is or isn't talking about, but let's keep listening.
when she reads legal documents. Or B, she does know what the fuck she's talking about when she reads legal documents, and instead she warped and twisted it to make it
No, she reads legal documents and she gives her opinion. Same as you do, C-Files. Moving on now.
sound worse than it was. Now, for context here, and why that matters and why that ties into everything we're trying to do here, is because she was trying to say that the person who initially reported on this autopsy report had lied about the results.
Okay, so now he's siding with Lima Jevremovich. Interesting twist of events. Thank you, Stephanie Cobbin, for inviting him and Brennan and everyone into your sacred server. But moving on now.
Had falsified results of an autopsy report, which again is trying to make somebody look bad, trying to
Interesting take. Disagree completely.
defame somebody, trying to discredit them, essentially. And when your business is helping people in the recovery field, and you're being accused of
Okay, so he's saying Lima's business is helping people in the recovery field. No, Lima's business is fucking human trafficking, as is Mark Lada's. Clearly, Stephanie Cobbin, aka High Priestess Steph, aligned herself with pro-Lima people such as C-Files the Carney and Brennan Emerald. Okay? That's on Stephanie Cobbin. That's not on BJ. That's not on anybody that supports BJ. That's on Stephanie, High Priestess Steph, who chose to lure people from BJ's chat into a Discord server that included people like C-Files the Carney and Brennan Emerald, who are pro Lima Jevremovich. Anybody who thinks that they're still friends with Stephanie Cobbin and still wants to be pro autonomy, pro BJ, you're deluded. And I'm not even going to listen to much more of this. I'm going to give myself like 10 more minutes max. I'm done with all y'all.
of falsifying an autopsy report, saying that somebody either did or did not have a bunch of substances in their system. Well, like I was talking about at the top of the show, that's going to hurt that person's reputation in their field of business.
Yeah, it's going to hurt Lima's reputation in her fucking erroneous field of business because she has no business having control of other people's lives when she cannot be trusted with people's lives, like Bams, like Amanda Rabs, and like her own sister Dahlia Takali's.
And make it harder for them to do their actual business.
Yeah, because her business is fucking exploiting and human trafficking, as is probably yours, C-Files, if we dug deep enough, which I'm not really interested in doing.
So, and I know she'll see this because I have some fans in high places.
Oh, so he knows BJ will see this. Or does he know Lima will see this? Who's he talking about? She. He's extremely misogynistic. So when he says she and he's got his little giggle face on and his fucking clown makeup, who's he talking about? Who's gonna see this?
BJ, what the fuck, man?
BJ, what the fuck, man? BJ don't care about you, bitch.
Do you not know how to read a toxicology report?
Yes, she does.
Or was that on purpose to make the scapegoat look bad?
Who's the scapegoat? Lima? Lima's not the scapegoat. Lima is the aggressor. Lima is the trafficker. Lima is the problem. And you're right there with her, C-Files. You're the problem too.
I don't expect an answer, but that's the question I would like to know.
Well, you're not going to get an answer because you're fucking irrelevant, but keep going. Ooh, suck on that vape.
I would also like to know, when is it not only okay, but encouraged to go do a panel and give a bunch of clout to a person who, I guess, was a social worker? I don't
Is he talking about Rabbit?
know the whole backstory. Doesn't matter. Point being, a person who has led far too many people down these weird rabbit holes. And
Billy Goat 98. He was sticking up for someone, calling out someone for pretending they didn't know a situation. These people talk in riddles, is all I'm saying.
used their ability to look into people's backgrounds to flat out fucking dox someone to the point where that person had to go into hiding,
Don't know what he's talking about.
had to leave the internet
Don't know what he's talking about.
because shit was getting so bad they were afraid for their and their loved ones' safety.
Don't know what he's talking about.
You're gonna give that person clout? You're gonna bring a bunch of people to that channel? That's not a good look for you.
Don't know what the fuck this man is talking about.
And as a guy who looks like this, I know something about not good looks.
Yeah, you do.
He was sticking up for someone, calling out someone for pretending they didn't know a situation. Yeah, I again was saying, quit fucking lying through your teeth and own up to your shit. And people don't like it when people like me say that, because if that were the case, they would then have to, well, own up to their shit. Take some.
You're making yourself sound way more important than you ever were to even your own fucking parents. Quite honestly, C-Files.
Accountability here. And when you spend years upon years, I'm sure I did get blocked. When you spend years upon years building this false narrative about somebody,
Who is he talking about? Building a false narrative.
you know what? Perfect example. I can say for most of the chat, C-Files is not a bad person. He has a good heart if you get to know him, and is sober, in good spirits, has a great relationship. Thank you, Dusty. I appreciate that.
Has a great relationship with his girlfriend. Who's his girlfriend? It's not Brennan. I thought it was Brennan. Who's C-Files mysterious GF? Comment in the chat if you know.
It's not that I, to your point, the good-heartedness in me, it's not that I even fucking really care, other than the fact that it may or may not reflect on my channel however it does. I ain't worried what people say about me. It's the fact that I have had multiple people, not just like one person, but several people, say that they're legitimately concerned and they're worried about speaking out because they don't want the attacks.
Oh, so people are afraid of speaking out because they don't want to be called out for their bullshit. Wow. And so now C-Files is making himself the spokesperson for all these fucking cowards. Interesting turn of events.
To get worse. I'm here to tell you, attack me all you fucking want. I don't care. But you're not going to threaten people. You're not going to dox people. You're not going to use whatever weird fucking clout you like to pretend you have to manipulate people into harassing other people.
Whatevs. Okay, so now we got more ads.
Keep It Quilted means you keep it the best. 3 layers of plush comfort you can see.
Sucking on that babe. Ugh.
I've never been a fan of Kool-Aid. I've always been much
Me neither.
more of a Liquid Death. Shout out to Liquid Death, sponsor me.
Oh my God. Shout out Liquid Death sponsor me. Maybe drink some Liquid Death on your actual channel if you actually think Liquid Death would ever have a chance of sponsoring you. But anyway, keep going.
Or what's that other one that fucking comes in a tub that costs like 35 cents?
Is he talking about like Sunny Delight?
God damn it, I can't remember. Point being.
Giggling like a schoolgirl.
I guess point being, now that I'm speaking about this and now that I'm saying it out loud, if you're so afraid of little old me coming into a chat
I'm not afraid of no clowns.
and saying, hey,
I ain't
why don't you
afraid
fucking
of
tell
no
the truth,
clowns.
that you have to block me, you do realize that just proves my point, right?
Who blocked you, C-Files? Who blocked you? I think even good old Mel saw through that, trying to take over someone's Che and tell her story on someone's celebration live. I don't know what Billy Goat 98 is talking about.
All that does is proves there's something you don't want to talk about. I'm Mr. Let's talk about it. Although most people don't like to take me up on that offer because well, they know I'll come at them and give them the uncomfortable truth, no matter what it may be.
ECB for life. Old Bonnie and Clyde need to go to the source and stop acting like a teenager. Grow up. Ain't you like 50 something?
Clyde need to go to the source and stop acting like a teenager. Thank you, Dusty. Even good old Mel saw through that, trying to take over someone's chat and tell their story. Billy Goat side. Yeah, man, especially if you have your own fucking channel, tell your story there. Now, if someone's nice enough to invite you to their platform to share your story, to spread the awareness and to spread it around, yeah, great. But I don't just hop up on someone's panel and be like, cool, thanks for having me. Now, let me tell you everything about myself. Nobody is that important. I promise you. At the end of the day, me and Eduardo here.
No says, I saw a video. She said kids should be with moms. Yeah, they should, except moms like Brennan, Seiler, Bell, Layton. But most moms, yeah, kids should be with them.
Here are still going to be chilling and nothing's going to change. Let's see here. Bonnie and Clyde need to go to the source. Exactly, yeah. If you got fucking questions about somebody, ask them.
Billy Goat 98 says, it's all good. No, you can always be saved and drink some Dr. Pepper.
Simple as that. Hey, I heard a rumor about you. What's up with this shit? And I'll say, okay, now, do you know that? Or were you told that? Is this something that you can prove? Or is this something that you heard one time and decided you were going to run with that?
So C-Files is making himself the arbiter of what is true and what is not true. Intriguing stance.
Because that's a very, very, very dangerous game to play. And I'm way too well versed in it at this point to sit back and let it go anymore. I still have people to this day, and the OG viewers are going to not only find this hilarious, but remember exactly what I'm talking about. I still have people to this day telling me that Upchurch is fucking paying me off.
I don't know anything about Upchurch and C-Files, but I have heard things. I don't know about them though.
First of all, I would have a much nicer set if I was getting paid off. Second of all, I am
He would have a much nicer set of what if he was getting paid up?
the owner of Hot Snake Studio. So as soon as this got
Oh, he's the owner of Hot Snake Studio. Interesting. Interesting claim.
documentary does as good as it's going to do, I'm going to be a gajillionaire. Third of all,
A bajillionaire. Nice, nice claim.
you know how fucking ridiculous that sounds? To say that because somebody is standing up and speaking the truth and saying things that make you uncomfortable, they're clearly being paid off. Can I get some of that money? Shit, when I get some, I'll fucking donate it to the We're Being Paid Off fund. But do you realize how not only insane and paranoid that sounds, but how crazy of an accusation that is? Somebody has a difference of opinion than me. They must be paid off. What? Also, nobody would want to pay me off because I just say whatever the fuck I want to say, whenever the fuck I want to say it. And
Okay. Good to know.
even if somebody did like pay me to say something, okay, perfect example. Let's say I get the Liquid Death sponsorship that I've been seeking for about a year now.
Clearly, he's desperate for a Liquid Death sponsorship. I mean, if you were Liquid Death, would you sponsor this fucking joke of a human? Eek!
Liquid Death hit me up. And they say,
Oh yeah, Liquid Death's gonna hit you up any day now. Any day now, C-Files. Any day now.
okay, we'll give you whatever the going rate of doing a Liquid Death ad is.
Oh my god. Delulu, Delulu. The Delulu Chinchilla. That's gonna be my new YouTube name. The Delulu Chinchilla.
What's up, CJ?
What's up, CJ? Evening all. Make it rain. Shit, me too. I was on panel with that guy too. LOL, me and old files. Like, seriously, where's that money bag, son? CJX, base girl 42.
Whatever the going rate of a Liquid Death ad is, we'll give you that.
Oh
too.
my
You
god,
agree?
he's still talking about the going rate of a Liquid Death ad. Kid, you ain't in the running.
I'm going to go off script at some point. Like, I'll hit all the bullet points they want me to hit, but I'm also going to talk about
Oh, will you? Will you now?
how fucking cool Liquid Death is. And
Oh, how fucking cool Liquid Death is. Yeah, and how uncool you are, you fucking clown pussy. And your fucking dirty ass skanky hoe wife.
the fact that it makes you be able to backside flip 14 stairs first try.
Oh my god, I mean, this is his fucking he claims to be bipolar or to have bipolar or to suffer from bipolar or whatever he claims. I don't believe in bipolar, but someone like this has probably fried their brain so much that they would qualify for a bipolar diagnosis. I'm just saying. I'm not a clinician, but I can see where a clinician would try to label this person as bipolar.
Every try, almost guaranteed. It'll
When
make
he says he's 13 months sober, he's extremely erratic.
you backside flip 14 stairs every try, 35% of the time. And I don't think they write that in their script, but that's what I'm telling you from personal experience.
So many fucking cats.
And if I find out there's some bullshittery going on, I'm gonna be the first one to be like, yeah, I did support this guy and or lady or non-binary, whatever you choose to fucking identify as. I did support this human being, and then I realized that there was some fuckery going on, and now I'm gonna call you out on your fuckery. Can I get some of that? Hashtag make it rain. Yes, hashtag make it rain. Make it rain all up in my chat, or in the link down in the description below. Make it rain all over that petition.
Just keep pausing to give the YouTube overlords nothing to criticize me for.
I guess that's the bonus. That's the caveat to being 100% authentically yourself and not giving a single solitary fuck what anyone thinks about you. Is that I can sit here and say, yeah, hey, what's up, Patriot? Good to see you, man. I also appreciate you for
there's
sharing around the
Eli.
petition, Patriot. I saw you did that. Thank you.
There's Shabbat Shalom in the chat. Just saying, just saying. Shabbat Shalom ain't no big Bonnie fan. Nope. Shabbat Shalom keeps playing a bunch of sides. Don't love me, no progressive patriot. Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, no, I have the luxury of being able to be like, yeah, at one point in time, I was following a particular person. And then I realized they were doing some fucked up shit. And now I'm not following them anymore. And I'm also going to call them out on their lies because I don't have any.
Who was he following? BJ? Is that what he's talking about? Or somebody else? I don't even know what he's talking about.
Any sort of appearance to keep up. This is what I look like naturally when I roll out of bed. In fact, it takes me hours upon hours to look like anything else.
So he looks like that when he rolls out of bed. He wears the makeup when he's coming out of bed. Interesting. Interesting concept.
And this is what Eduardo actually looks like. This isn't a photo. He's just very, very still. He's hibernating because Antarctic chinchillas get very, very afraid of the reindeer that Santa Claus drives around. And so they just go into hibernation until Christmas is over because reindeer are the natural predator of the Antarctic chinchilla. This is facts. You can Google it. Lady is evil. Yeah, no, it's still going, man. You know, you got some of it.
Hang on, hang on. Okay, so. Oh, so Progressive Patriot says, that woman is insane, dude. Solidarity. Great to see you, bro. That lady is evil. Is he talking about me? Damn, bro. Billy Goat 98. Yeah, she is still going. She made a post reading that she got a cease and desist 2 times and a removal of content. Laugh, laugh. Progressive Patriot. Is she live right now? Brennan Emerald. Hey there, Progressive Patriot. How are you? No, she made a video and posted on all channels. Yes, I did.
And you know what? I'm going to actually, I feel like Eli won't mind. I'm going to fucking call that out live on the show too. Hey, Bonnie, if you don't know somebody's situation.
Oh, you said my name. Hi, C-Files. Yes. Hey, Bonnie. If I don't know, I do know your situation. I do know Brendan's situation. I do know all y'all's situations. So keep going.
And you don't know their family member's situation, especially when it's a delicate situation, why don't you shut?
I do. And I don't care. And I'm not going to shut the F up. Because y'all are fucking subhuman, disgusting, white trash, nobodies. And I will keep calling you out as long as I have breath in my lungs. Carry on.
Shut your fucking mouth. How about that? How about you worry about your own fucking family? Oh, wait, you can't. A little stirred up about, oh, we all are, dude. But you just got to remember that Bonnie doesn't have a family.
I do have a family. You have a fucking satanic ritual abuse cult. Oof.
At least not one that cares to fucking associate with her. So, but that's the kind of shit I'm talking about, dude. You're talking about a situation that you have no knowledge of, other than the things you may have seen that have been made public. But even then, I know, like, I've talked about my grandpa passing away, and you guys all know, you know enough to know that
Poor Seafield's grandpa passed away.
he passed away, and I helped organize the service and whatever. There's a lot of shit.
Oh, we helped organize the service. Wow, so sweet. Yo, progressive, she called you a predator. I'm good, a little stirred up about her crap that she's speaking on. I mean, it doesn't hurt my feelings, but it just shows me how low she is. Her kids don't even contact her. Yeah, she said the shit that Rachel spread, which is false. The Confederate Brotherhood for life. Eli, much love to you and your family. Progressive Patriot, aka Eli. And I have the text to prove it. Brennan Elmroad, yeah. It progressive wants to speak on that. It cool. If not, we don't need to, and I won't cause indeed sensitive. She doesn't make any fucking sense. Meth head. Progressive Patriot, Rusty, I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you. Confederate Brotherhood for life. No, we had issues, but mean that, Eli. A lot of people, a lot of issues, full subscription, in my opinion.
I haven't said publicly on here. So even if someone were to be like, "Hey, Seaval's grandpa died," hey, whatever, you don't even fucking know the entire story. So why don't you shut your goddamn mouth? Or you can always contact me privately. There's multiple.
Wow, a little angry. See, fellas, a little angry. Progressive Patriot, we all had our time. Life is short. I hold no ill will or malice. Except to Bonnie. I have a lot of ill will and malice towards Bonnie.
Ways listed scrolling underneath me right now. You really want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. But I'm not going to sit back anymore. Not that I've been sitting back, but I'm ramping it up. I'm not sitting back anymore and letting fucking people get away with this. And that goes for people such as, let's say, Rachel, people such as, let's say, BJ, who sit back in the shadows and pull the little fucking puppet strings just as much.
So clearly CFAL has issues with both BJ and Rachel. Clearly CFAL has issues with most women except Brennan, who may or may not be a woman. In my opinion, allegedly, of course.
Much as it goes for the people who get on their fucking YouTube page every day and spin some new fucking weird false narrative. And see what happens live on my channel right now. Here's two people that have had some disagreements, that have said unkind things to each other, that are now being able to be fucking adults about it, resolve it, and move on. And I'm sure if they want to.
It seems like CFAL's lives and breathes off of disagreements, in my opinion.
They'll get a hold of each other and have a conversation and hash out anything that may need to be hashed out. But you see how there's no hive mind here? You see?
No.
'Twas the eve of dinner during holiday season. Everyone came over, ready for feastin'. I had appetizers, fresh beans, glazed ham, and pies, thanks to the experts at my local Big Y. Food so delicious, I shouted with zeal, "Happy holidays to all, and to all, a good meal."
You arm your company with the most powerful server hardware you can. But now you can achieve 125 times faster processing, and
You see how there's not, everyone may have their opinions, and they're fucking allowed to, that's fine. But there's not just jump on one person because people don't like them or disagree with them. Let's see, Rachel does in fact need to shut the fuck up. And we're gonna keep calling her out, Miss Mary Kennedy Blunt.
Wow,
Miss
so
Rachel.
you're trying to shut up a woman. Interesting, because you don't agree with her because she was not receptive to your sexual harassment. Interesting, Eli and Casey Fowler.
Raw Truth, who sure seems to spread a lot of fucking slander and lies. I don't know if I would call anything you've ever said truth.
Oh, and your opinion is so powerful.
But I guess
Not.
if that's the narrative you want to keep pushing. I don't think all these people realize they woke up a part of me that I had let go into a bit of a slumber, because at a certain point, like, yeah, it does get super fucking annoying. And there is a part of me that doesn't want to have to be dealing with this shit right now. But at the same time, if I'm already in it, I have the mental conditioning called skateboarding, where it's you go all the way or you break yourself. There is no, I'm just going to stop because this is hard. It's only do it until it works, or stop because you're physically unable to get back up.
Okay, so he's playing the skateboard violin right now. Progressive Patriot has a fucking shit ton to say. You can read it yourself. I'm not going to read it for you.
So I guess by bringing me into this, you guys kind of signed your own treaty there. You signed your own contract, and that contract says people are going to know what's really going on. People are going to know the truth about everything. And everyone seems to think Lil Seafowls. There's no way he could possibly know anything. There's no way he could possibly talk to people that other people would give an arm and a leg to talk to. Turns out, when you're not a complete raging fucking pile of human garbage, people are pretty willing to talk to you every once in a while.
But yet, Seafowls, you are a complete pile of human garbage. So own that. Quit pretending otherwise.
Ooh. See that? Eli is, she said I have her number in her video, which is also a lie. What?
What's Eli saying? The Confederate Brotherhood for life. Eli, I took up for you and Bran and Fowls to this Bonnie chick. For sure. I don't remember that, but maybe he did. Or maybe they did. Eli, crazy lady can end this just by not lying, attacking people, or reading people's history and doxing. Bonnie, I will only ask you kindly one more time before I get way more invested to stop. Read it twice, Bonnie. I only offered you a place to talk, that's all. She said I have her number in her video, which is also a lie. Everybody has my number, 617-446-3688. Bye.
First of all, nobody has your number. The number we were communicating over is a fucking texting app. It's a burner number, clearly.
It's called Google Voice. You have my number.
Which I'm okay with. That's not the part I have an issue with, but nobody has your fucking number, lady. Unless, of course, you mean have your number as in checkmate, in which case, yeah, checkmate about 15 fucking times already, and it's just going to keep going.
No, I mean, you have my fucking number and you choose not to call me because you're fucking pussies. That's why.
This way. Unless, of course, everyone wants to own up to their shit, and I do mean publicly. Since this has all been done publicly, the apology, the owning up to your shit, needs to again happen publicly. You don't just get to slink off into the shadows and pretend shit never happened. It's insane. What's even worse are those that are still playing both sides and pretending to be cool. I did address that earlier, and I was actually going to say, like, going back to people who may be trying to just, they see the buzz, and there is a buzz around it. I'm not going to sit here and say there's not. I'm happy there is, because that,
Oh, there's a buzz around you, Seafowls. That is some really delulu interpretation, but keep picking your nose. It's okay.
that spreads things around faster to higher places. All that does is help us in our cause to really make some sort of change, put forward some sort of policy in play. But for the people who see a little bit of attention, that want to maybe go to this person and say something, and then go back to this other person and say something else, and try to stir this pot, trust me, you don't want a part of this. The only reason I'm a part of this is because I got brought into this shit.
Okay.
Call them out. Who is it? I mean,
Only reason you're part of it is because you got right into the shit. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do a few things at once. Okay. Oh, no. Granny is a pussy. Won't have a convo. Wants to twist shit. Sounds familiar. This person was in my chat today. Eli, I have no such thing. Brennan Emerald, it's insane. What's even worse are those that are still playing both sides and pretending to be cool. What the fuck are you talking about, Brennan? No, she contacted you. She is the one harassing and stalking. No, and defaming men and women. No, she stinks to her puffball crew. No, call them out. Who is it?
there's lots. There's I guess the big three that I've spoken about in this live is BJ. We should all know who that is. Falsifying fucking
The big three, BJ, yes. Very much big three.
court documents and shit. Obviously, Clyde, as we like to
Clyde, as you like to call Bonnie. Okay, I am very honored to be elevated to the level of BJ.
refer to her, rambling on about how the goddamn TV is putting messages in her head.
No, I'm just saying when C Files says shit about me and I'm watching on TV, I can tell that he's talking about me. I'm not Delulu, but let's keep going.
And Rabbit, down the rabbit.
Ooh, so now he's putting down the rabbit hole news in the same level of esteem as myself and BJ Corville. Happy to be in that company.
Rabbit Hole podcast, doxing people, making people literally leave the internet for a period
Rabbit doesn't dox people.
of time, and then acting like she's so fucking high and mighty and holier than thou.
Rabbit is pretty high and mighty, just saying.
We know your games. We know what people like you do. And I especially know what people like you do. This has been my entire existence on this platform. Now,
Oh, you've had a lot of trouble with a lot of people, C-Files. That sounds like a C-Files problem, not like a Rabbit or a BJ or a Bonnie problem. That sounds like a C-Files problem.
the first time it happened, did I get really, really drunk on a live stream and say something really stupid and
Oh, so you're gonna blame that on BJ and Rabbit that you got drunk? Interesting deflection.
kind of bring it onto myself? Yes, I did. But
Oh, and you
Still-
think that's funny. Cute. Not cute, not funny.
it escalated way, way farther than it needed to. And hey, what's up, Pigeon? I hope you did well on that final, sir.
Hang on, gotta, okay. Oh shit, man, they've been like chatting up here, okay. Okay. Brennan Emerald, have talked about it 2,000 times. No, okay. Brennan Emerald, allegedly, Pigeon, just finished my final for the year. No, Clyde, good one. TCB for life. Triple H mode, I am the game. Whatever the fuck that means.
It still escalated way, way farther than it ever needed to. Like, even if someone does something stupid and makes a poor decision, which, yes, I have made poor decisions. I'm not a saint. That doesn't give other people the right to take that.
I would say your poorest decision is like being with this friggin' gemstoner hoe who leaves your fucking dumpster cum on her underwear for her actual husband to find. Just saying.
And run with it, unless you're a fucking shitbag. But from then on, it wasn't me bringing it upon myself. It was others finding reason to. You missed that? Yeah, that was over a year ago, actually, at this point. It's a long story. I'm probably going to revisit all of these stories at certain points because it will help everything make sense as to why I am so invested in this. When I first got invested into this particular situation, I was mostly just trying to support people I care about. One person I love and care about with all of my heart, but also some friends I've made along the way. I didn't really care about the platform.
One person I love and care about with all of my heart. Will he admit it's the gemstoner? The dirty, cum-stained thonger? Will he admit it? Or is he just going to pretend like it's someone else? Don't know. Keep listening.
Or about. I'm so tired of fucking dancing around this. I didn't care about BJ herself or her YouTube channel or. Do you?
No, he didn't care about BJ. He was just trying to like lick Brennan's dick.
Have you been hacked? Go to hack.com and schedule a call with one of our security experts.
Do you have a buy me a coffee? Or I have a Cash App down here in the thingy that's scrolling past right now.
Ooh, people want to throw their money at C-Files. That's fucked up. That's even more fucked up than people wanting to throw their money at stuff. And I threw my money at stuff. Shame on me.
I'm pretty sure the coffee thing is a British or English UK thing. I'd never heard of that until Steph's channel. But I do have a Cash App. There is like super chat options. I also have witchysisterscrafts.com where if you
witchysisterscrafts.com, buy your fucking dildos from witchysisterscrafts.com.
so choose to get some stickers or a t-shirt, or we got a lot of stuff actually, but then you'll actually get some sort of something in return for your money, which makes me feel better. I do appreciate any and all super chats or donations of any kind to the channel. But I've just always been like that. I always would much rather people get something for their hard-earned money. I'm not just out here trying to pick people's pockets. And I've been called a scammer since basically the inception of this channel. I guess maybe it's a stereotype about carnies that we're all fucking scammers and pickpockets and shit. But little known fact, you can win the carnival games. There are ways. It's not impossible. Will I tell you my secrets? No. But I do know.
I'm just pausing this to say, what the fuck?
I do know how to win against a system that seems rigged. It's not rigged. It's just very, very difficult. I'm old school. I'll keep sending in my $2 every 3 years. I mean, there is a, I don't have an Amazon list right now.
Oh my God, people want to send him Amazon shit? That's fucking weird.
Yes, I could put one together. I don't have one currently. Fuck, I gotta quit reading the chat. I always get so distracted.
He gets so distracted.
I don't know. I guess point being, I very much appreciate everybody who already has rallied together at this point and made it clear that you're behind the cause. And
What causes that? What causes that, honestly?
there's always been, like, every single person who uses the internet can at the very least recall even a story they heard one time through the grapevine about shit like this going too far.
Oh, can they?
In fact, Progressive Patriot put up a video, what was that, like 2 days ago or so? And I won't call these people out by name because it's a whole other fucking can of worms I don't want to get into, but put a video of a dude live streaming going to another dude's house and knocking on the door. Like, that's how far the shit escalates. In my personal opinion, the dude that went to the dude's house got exactly what he deserved, but that's neither here nor there. But that's how far this shit goes. And if it doesn't go that far as to come to
Okay, so No says there was a court thing where a girl went to jail after she told the teen to kill himself via text. I think that was it was a Massachusetts case. I'm forgetting the kid's name, but like basically, like, I mean, a girl was Conrad, whatever his name was, and there was a girl that was texting him. But I mean, I ain't never texted nobody telling them to kill themselves. Nor would I.
after she told the kid, yep. And I've been there. I have been told to make myself no longer be here.
I mean, probably with good reason, in my opinion, Seafowls. You're not someone that the planet needs. I'm not saying you should do anything to yourself, but I'm saying, like, you're not someone who's a good advertisement for humanity, in my opinion.
Anymore over a phone call. And yeah, I mean, at that point, like, now if somebody told me that, I'd probably be like, suck it. But at that point, I was in a very, very dark period in my life. I'll put it like this. I was at the point of not caring whether or not I woke up in the morning. And when I did wake up in the morning, I had one thing on my mind, and that was get as intoxicated as I possibly can. So there is that.
Okay, well, you know, I mean, if you were trying to get as intoxicated as you probably can, it's probably because you didn't have much else going on for you. And now you got your little Brennan bitch to, you know, do your shit with or whatever, but whatevs. I'm getting so bored with this. My God, we're not even halfway through.
And for those that have been telling me, why don't I tell my own recovery story? My channel is my recovery story. It literally started.
Your channel is your recovery story? Okay, well, it's not a very good story. Keep trying, C-Files.
Some of the very oldest lives, I think I took a few of them down because it was just a train wreck, but some of my oldest lives are me drunk as fuck to
Oh, wow. That must be really fun to watch.
present day, where I have 13 months of sobriety.
13 months. I bet he's so fucking proud. Sucking on his vape. 13 months is nothing, you fucking douche.
This right here, okay, another perfect example in my chat right now. Progressive Patriot asks Mr. or Miss No, whoever they may be, kind of like, I've seen you around, what's up? To which No has to respond, you know me, I had to change my name due to Bonnie.
Oh, so No had to change their name due to me. Wow. I didn't realize I was so fucking powerful. Nobody needs to change. I don't need to change my name due to anybody. I don't need to change my name due to these losers. So if you're such a fucking pussy that you choose to change your name, don't blame it on me, kid.
Putting people literally into hiding because they don't want to be used as a thumbnail of your weird videos.
I mean, if you don't want to be used as a thumbnail, don't put your shit out there.
And they don't want to have you call them freaking things that I can't even say on here because I risk
Oh, so you're not going to say them, but I say them all the time.
YouTube getting mad at me.
Oh, C-Files doesn't want YouTube getting mad at him because that's his fucking source of income. Well, luckily for me, I'm not beholden to any fucking platform.
A danger to those around them.
Yeah, you are a danger to those around you. Thanks for saying it.
Should not be around humans that are.
No, you should not be around humans that are of any age, but especially those under 18.
Not fully developed yet. And, I mean, at a certain point, if they just don't want to be associated with your fucking weird channel, that's fair too. Everybody has a right to their own likeness and their own content.
Everybody has a right to their own likeness. Well, don't put it out there if you don't want it to be replicated.
I think a lot of people forget, and I'm pretty well versed in this because of music, comedy, doing YouTube videos, all of the things that I do. There's this thing called intellectual property.
Intellectual property. Ooh, big concepts. C-Files, the professional skateboarder.
Meaning if it comes from my brain.
Ooh, comes from your brain. Ooh.
It comes from this.
This.
I still own and technically have essentially the copyright of it. Now, are there
Essentially the copyright? No, you don't. You need to copyright shit if you want to copyright it. But anyway, keep going. I'm listening. Michelle B. Please sign the petition if y'all haven't already. Hashtag stop online harassment. Progressive Patriot. Bonnie, you're evil, delusional, unhinged, dangerous. Stop with the victim card. I mean, those are the same things I would say to Brennan if she was fucking listening.
laws and systems in place?
She wasn't allegedly in a hospital bed. Allegedly.
For fair use and all these sorts of things, yes. But I still have every right to be like, hey, I don't want my face plastered.
Eli, a victim doesn't strike first. True. That's why Brennan is never a victim, because she strikes early and often. And Eli, you must be as fucking pussy whipped as this fucking clown is.
Plastered all over your shitty fucking YouTube channel. Yes, I think we've had a few other people join in. In the description below this video, there is a petition. Please, if you care about this sort of thing, please feel free to sign it, share it. There is a donate button if you do feel so inclined. But I think really the biggest parts are the signatures and getting it shared around so that it can be signed by as many people as it can possibly be. That is very true.
Ooh, C-Files is giggling. Okay. Bonnie doesn't know women pee out of a urethra. She thinks pee comes from a vagina. I know where I pee from, and I am a woman. Eli, this is your LLC since you technically get paid, but ultimately you and YouTube has the final say. And with enough persistence, we can win our right to our own content.
True, she was not right.
Keep selling beer, Eli. Keep selling that beer. Keep selling that wine. Keep selling that vodka. Keep selling that tequila.
About the anatomy of a human being in that video.
Emergency crystals pop and fizz when you throw them back. And who doesn't love a good throwback?
But I also don't think, I'm pretty sure there's something against threatening to mutilate a person's body. This is your LLC, since you
Eli, I signed Bonnie.
technically get paid, but ultimately you and YouTube have the final say, and with enough persistence, we can win our right to our own content. See? Bingo, Eli. There is, I have talked about this before, but there is literally a C. Files the Carney LLC. That is a
Ooh, there's a C. Files the Carney LLC. Wow. That sounds super official, you fucking clown pussy.
thing that exists that every YouTuber creates when they monetize their channel. That's how this works. Your channel becomes your business.
Well, luckily I don't monetize nothing, so my channel is just my free speech.
Now, how far to take that, how far the creator pushes that, is sort of their own free will.
Ooh, intriguing analysis, clown pussy.
But point being, this is no different than if you were to slander
Okay, so what's Eli saying over here? Physical threats and threats of the use of police resources. No, my police resources were used inappropriately by Jamie Marie Gilmore of Nahunta, Georgia, or thereabouts.
the fuck out of, let's say, I don't know, MTV. Let's say you start stealing MTV's content and slandering them and calling the owner of the content all these fucking crazy names.
So C-Files is comparing himself to MTV now? I'm not following this anyway.
You think MTV is not going to sue the dog shit out of you? Of course they would.
Okay, so you're comparing yourself to MTV. Britton Emerald, shout out to Bruce Rivers and me studying law for not fun purposes. Bruce Rivers. Okay. Okay, Brennan. Shout out. Shout out to your non-existent criminal defense attorney.
I have that same right. Every content creator has that same right.
Oh.
I feel like a lot
Shout out your right to play that funky music, white boy.
of content creators don't pursue it because a lot of us are the little guy. I'm sitting here at
Yeah, you are the little guy. You're like the little guy. That's what I heard from Brennan. Just saying.
1,500 subs last time I checked. Literally calling out channels. Hey, what's up, PBG? I hope you're doing well today. Shout out to PBG down there, aka Witchy. It's her business, but show PBG some love. She could use it right now as well. Yeah, I think that, and yes, congrats to Jamie's Animals on her overnight fucking success. I guess it's been a little while now, but her overnight success on YouTube. If you haven't, check out just at Jamie.
Yeah, it's amazing how when you switch from Team BJ to Team Lima and you get a bunch of Serbian bot subscribers, all of a sudden you're an overnight success. Whatevs, Jamie.
These Animals, all one word. She's killing it right now, and we're all stoked for her because she's also someone that's, to put this in perspective, Bonnie at one point said that I had Jamie's Animals in a shipping container on the way to Egypt.
It just looked that way from the videos. I mean, I was just putting things together, but clearly Jamie's Animals has been bought and paid for by Lima Jovanovic, as has C-Files the Carney, as has Brennan Emerald, as probably has Progressive Patriot, and all the rest of these mofos. My bad, my mistake.
Huh? Now, I do, in fact, reside in the Great Pyramids of Egypt, and that's a topic of discussion for another time. That's where I get my energy. That's where me and Eduardo have our slumber. But I've never once, oh, thank you, Progressive, but I've never once had anybody come to the Great Pyramids against their will. Well, that would just not be a very polite thing to do, and I'm a pretty goddamn polite motherfucker. Can you let in a little more air in my barrel tonight? No, Eli. You get a set amount of air into the barrel, and you know the rules. Every, it's hard to stream from inside, it is. You don't get very good reception. And for every cubic inch of oxygen you want, you must donate to save the Antarctic Chinchillas Fund.
Okay, so Brendan says, Bruce self-snitching. Eli, from Israel to Egypt, man. Come on.
Come on. You signed the blood oath. You know how this works. But really, though, that's the kind of shit people are saying. And on the one hand, anybody who watches this channel, watches any of Bonnie's like 19 channels.
I don't have 19 channels, but thanks for the compliment. Brennan says, I did indeed. No says, who is Bruce? I like him.
Knows that if this is a crazy lady rambling on about crazy lady shit.
I'm not crazy. I am a lady.
Which, let me pause right there and say, makes it even more unbelievable that BJ is fucking backing this kind of shit.
BJ doesn't back me. I back BJ. If BJ ever asked me to stop backing her, I would stop backing her. That's all.
And condoning it and giving people attention, telling people to go to her channel, whatever. But also, if this wasn't the ramblings of an insane person, and let's say, I don't know, I have friends who are law enforcement / law.
Oh, so C-Files has friends who are law enforcement. That's an intriguing development. I can't really see a world in which that's true, but let's just keep listening to what he has to say.
Enforcement adjacent. Let's say one of them saw someone be like, yeah.
Brennan Emerald, Bruce Rivers, holy Santa Claus shit. He's a lawyer. Wow, Brennan knows a lawyer. How many times did you suck his penis, Brennan?
C-Files puts people in fucking shipping containers and ships them out to Egypt, all this shit.
Eli, it's a bad look for BJ if she backs Miss Insanity. BJ doesn't back me. I back BJ.
That's a pretty solid grounds for somebody to want to do an investigation and to like kick in my door and be like, hey, we heard some pretty fucking heinous shit about you.
So you're worried about me saying shit about you and that making your law enforcement friends kick in your door? Sounds a little paranoid, C-Files, just saying.
We would just like to prove that you don't have humans in shipping containers here.
Okay, well, clearly if your friends knew you in any way, they would not suspect you to have people in shipping containers. I don't know you, and it seems quite plausible to me that you would have people and or animals in shipping containers.
And fucking by all means, I would very much hope you take that threat seriously. But to do that for no other reason than to, honestly,
I feel bad. He says has bipolar disorder. I don't believe in bipolar disorder, but he seems like he has some serious mental health issues that are apparently not related to substance use if he is indeed sober, as he says he is. I don't know if I believe him, but if I did believe him, I would assume there must be some substantial mental deficiencies if there's no substance reason for his erroneous assumptions.
My theory about it at this point is that BJ likes that Bonnie is doing this shit because
BJ couldn't give a shit less about me, and I like it that way.
Keeps the eyes off her. It keeps the eyes on little.
BJ has enough eyes on her. She doesn't need anything to do with me on her.
Miss fucking Bonnie over here being an insane person and off of BJ herself. And it is very
Did he just spit? He's a weirdo.
distracting. I will say that. Like, it does make it. I have to split my attention. I have to be like a chameleon now with eyes in two places at once. But that doesn't take away that we, and I say we, and it is a bigger we than anyone's going to give me credit for, aren't going to stop until the truth is out there.
MJ says, another person using Bonnie. It's sad. MJ, you're a cunt. Suck on that, C-Files.
Nah. I was in the middle of making a freaking point and I forgot it.
Oh, he forgot his point while he was sucking on that vape.
Need you to take my boat out for a run.
Yeah, okay, Pop. We're gonna show you what real fishermen can do.
Your vessel's been seized!
I got a $100,000 fine.
I got resources, and they want to do business.
You know what line you're crossing. She set us up.
Finest kind,
Rated R.
I guess I'll go back to name change approved. I guess I'll go back to, yeah, to BJ ultimately condoning this and giving this. I mean, not that it's. I've given this 1,000 times, and I encourage others for people to speak up with my name. Okay, fair enough. But now that I'm aware.
Okay,
that
wait. Here's Brennan. Here's Brennan.
People like.
Hang on. Okay. Brennan Emerald. Yup. I have given 100,000 times, and I encourage others to speak up with my name. Given 100,000 times to what, Brennan? Your own dirty swamp ass?
Rabbit, like down the rabbit hole news, are also involved in this sort of shit. Oh, I've spoken up with my real name out there. Yeah, exactly. And that's what it's going to take is people standing up and uniting
Brennan,
and saying,
I
hey,
mean, I have spoken up
we're
with
all
my
not
real
fucking
name
cool.
out there. Which real name, Brennan? Brennan Emerald, Brennan Seiler, Brennan Bell, Brennan Layton. You got a lot of real names, girl. Got a lot of real names. Bonnie knows Juliana. Yes, I do.
With this shit. We're all standing up and saying we have all been. I don't like the word victim. I'm nobody's victim, but we have all been the subject of this, and we're not fucking cool with it. And I'm starting to.
You're not cool with me calling you out, C-Fowls? So sorry. I'm not cool with you either. That makes two of us.
Think that this is the way that this little community, we'll call it, fucking works. They spin a narrative. They say outlandish shit about people.
Bonnie does not like Juliana. LOL. That is what Billy Goat says. Intermission. Be right back. I am so sorry for the intermission. Let's continue to listen to C-Files the fuck up. Fuck up.
People. And then they turn around and dox and threaten and use that number underneath the name of your YouTube channel as an intimidation factor. I'm intimidated by nobody's fucking sub count, nobody's view count. I don't care how big your channel is.
Whatever.
That doesn't scare me. I don't fucking. And I will say, I didn't put much thought into this in the past until very, very recently. I guess because I wouldn't do it, so I just never really thought about it. But I really am starting to wonder what channel's actual numbers are.
Okay, so he's wondering what channels the actual numbers are. I mean, fair enough. Jamie exponentially increased in a few days, so yeah.
Because I really think there's a lot more people than the internet wants to lead on buying subs, buying views, buying the numbers, which I get.
And clearly I don't buy anything because I've got like at the most 20-something subscribers.
Yes, fine. I get the hustle and I can respect the hustle if your hustle is not fucking other people over. But it also makes me really curious as to, like, you know, let's say a channel such as Rabbits has 40,000 subscribers, yet I had never heard of that channel until very, very recently. Is that a
Yeah, because it doesn't matter what you've heard of because you're a nobody. Rabbit covers important shit. So people subscribe to her. People pay to subscribe to her. You're a nobody, C-Files. You're never going to be anybody. Brennan's never going to be anybody. Y'all are just basically like dog shit. Y'all are human dog shit. Whereas Rabbit is an actual interesting content creator, as is BJ. I'm somewhere in between human dog shit and an actual content creator.
legit 40,000, or is that you're spending a few $100 a month to pad those numbers and make yourself look more credible than you are? And now that I've become aware of how not credible most of these people are, I'm pretty inclined to believe that it's the latter. That people think just because you have a big number underneath your YouTube, you're much more credible.
So No, who was on my chat today. Okay. So here we go. No says, Bonnie knows Juliana. Billy Goat 98. Bonnie does not like Juliana. LOL. Pigeon says, thumbs up 100. Billy Goat says, she threatened to cut and dice her. No says, I don't feel sad for Bonnie being used. She likes it. Michelle B. IMO, Bonnie and Juliana need to be roommates. No says, Bonnie has been threatening people for years online. It's gross. It's facts ain't defamation, Bonnie. Thanks for the videos, Bonnie. Weirdo.
I saw a Instagram post the other day that said, I would rather stand alone with the truth than be in a group of people and be accepted with lies. Or I would rather be alone and know the truth than hide the truth and be accepted. Something to that effect, right? Basically, I would rather be out here screaming the truth from a rooftop to two people than pushing propaganda to.
He's saying he saw this on an Instagram? Okay.
50,000, 100,000, a million people. That's just me. Maybe I'm just not a complete waste of oxygen. Saw that. Mad respect. Be alone with the truth than be with lies and fit in. Is that what it was? It was something like that.
Yeah, I'd rather be alone with the truth than be with lies to fit in as well. And I am alone with the truth. The truth about C-Files, the truth about Brennan, the truth about all these motherfuckers in here.
That's a hard lesson to learn. It can be. I mean, I will say that I can understand getting caught up in the attention. Like, I know when my YouTube channel spiked and I started doing really well and I started getting a little bit of attention, there was a bit of an adjustment period where it was like, holy fuck, all these people are watching, all these people are looking at me. I got to do everything I got to do to please all the people that like my content. So
just pausing in case he tries to file a complaint against me, which he will, which they always do.
So that everybody is happy with me. And that's only sustainable for so long. And at a certain point, you just got to be like, look, this is what I do. This is my channel. If you like it, awesome. If you want to help the channel grow, I appreciate it. If not, there's literally millions of other YouTube channels. Save the Antarctic chinchillas all. down in NOLA, it's too hot for them, but I can buy a freezer. Interesting you should say that. I am actually renovating the pyramid to have a freezer room in order to make the chinchillas a bit more comfortable. Right now I'm just doing it with lots of ice, and it's real hard. I have to refill the ice thing every like 2 hours. The real question is, how are the chinchillas are doing very well. You know, they very much appreciate the movement of Save the
Okay, so this comment from No. Save the Antarctic chinchillas, y'all. Down in NOLA, it's too hot for them, but I can buy a freezer for some if you send them. It's weird. Confederate Brotherhood says, bro, the real question is, how are the chinchillas doing? Billy Goat 98, the Serbian bot, says, it is, especially if you are alone and want to be a part of something, trust me, depression is really and all that, but to be a part of a hate campaign to fit in, nah, brah. Pigeon says, Billy Goat 100. Witchy says, laughter emoji.
Antarctic chinchillas, and the fact that people are getting behind them. There is much more protection from their natural predators, as aforementioned are the reindeer that fly around on Santa's sleigh. It's a very stressful time for the Antarctic chinchilla, and they very much appreciate all the help and support we can get. It is, especially if you are alone and want to be a part of something, depression is real and all that, but be a part of a hate campaign to fit in. Exactly. And I think that comes down to, I'm loving all the chinchilla avatars in the chat. That's what's up. Keep those coming. I think that really comes down to and shows how secure people are in themselves. Are you okay with knowing that you're telling the truth and that you're fighting for ultimately a good cause and be alone or with a very small circle? Or do you need to feel so fucking important you're willing to lie, cheat, and steal your way to essentially clout and essentially
Confederate Brotherhood is recommending a Christmas film. Michelle B is saying facts, Billy Goat. Just chiming in to make sure there's no copyright complaints.
Like I said, you know, padding the numbers to make your channel seem bigger than it is. Now, do I have any hard evidence of that? I will say no. I don't have any hard evidence of Rabbit or BJ paying to pad their numbers. But it is a question I have in my mind, and I have heard of a lot of bigger platforms, so to speak, employing that tactic to make themselves look bigger than they are. If anyone is looking for a Christmas movie, Christmas Chronicles 1 and 2 with Kurt Russell. All right. Shout out to Kurt Russell. Most of all, it doesn't make anyone feel sick to give money. Oh, that's a question. Most of all, it doesn't make anyone feel sick to give money to hopefully be praised.
But was he talking about Rabbit and BJ? I missed that. Comment in the chat.
Exactly. I mean, that should be a red flag in and of itself. If you're having to literally send super chats or membership donations or fucking whatever it is to get noticed by someone, does that person actually care about your existence? Or are they just saying hi to you because you literally gave them money? Like, I try to shout out everyone who comes into this chat, at least say hi. Obviously, I super appreciate it, and you own the souls of the chat if you do decide to super chat or buy a membership. That's just how my channel works. But that's not the only time I'm going to say hi to everybody in the chat.
Now he's questioning channels that have so many fucking subscribers that they prioritize super chats over other chats to respond. No, I think that's just success. If somebody can't afford 99 cents or $1.99 to send a super chat, well, I don't know, send a DM on some other platform. Just saying. Look at him scratching his head. He's got lice.
Weird part is, bigger channel gave up a big donor to keep Bonnie. Oh shit, I forgot I own souls. Yeah, I mean, technically, since nobody else has super chatted or bought memberships tonight, the people from the last episode do in fact still own all of your souls. So, you know, well, and that to piggyback off of.
What are they talking about? What is this Confederate Brotherhood for Life saying? Oh, sorry, no. What is no saying? Weird part is bigger channel gave up a big donor to keep Bonnie. Are they talking about Jenna Williams? Because she was firing off super chats at a high rate. I don't know. What are they talking about? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me.
Of No's comment down there, that is what makes me think that they like the distraction that Bonnie is causing. That's what makes me think that the bigger channels involved in all of this want her to keep going because it keeps eyes off them. My wife owns that. Well, then I officially own both of your souls, Dusty. Sorry. We just leasing. That's fair. Trying to make sure I got to everything I wanted to.
Michelle B says, last time the memberships went to the trolls. Ha 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 ha. Michelle B is a fucking troll.
Get to tonight. I honestly, Michelle B, that makes it that much funnier to me when, shout out to LNC, we appreciate you. It makes it funnier to me when LNC or when anybody gives membership and they go to trolls. That's fucking hilarious to me because now the people who hate watch me the most are a literal member of the Carney Army. I will get your soul one way or the other. I don't count, bro. I knew you before the channel. That technically, that's a real loophole. I had a channel. I just wasn't doing anything with it, but all right, fine. Way to find a loophole in that one.
Okay, so people seem to think there's something wrong with channels that shout out super chats. I mean, I think that's just weird that they would think there's something wrong with that. It seems pretty logical to me.
The pattern is sick. Loyal members that give time, resources, research of 2+ years, maybe get a shout out maybe one time a month. Those giving money, huge shout outs every show. I'm researching for you. Well, right, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, in the chat, Brennan wanted to say much love, PPG always.
The world's got you feeling glazed over. Sprinkle some love all around.
Whoa.
Just climb your.
if one bird soul for any kebab. No, but that's what I'm saying, Billy Goat, is like, is that not exploiting the people who sub and watch your channel? The only way I care if you exist is if you fucking pay me. Huh? No.
Look at this. PVG. Much love, boo-boo, to Bryn. No, Bryn is amazing. Bryn and Emerald. Thanks, no. No, Bryn has been attacked more than anyone. All these people were in my chat today. Fucking losers.
Oh, again, I appreciate sincerely from the fucking bottom of my heart any donations that come to this channel, because it does help this channel grow. It does help me out a lot. It does push me forward into my dream of being a YouTuber and, you know, making money off of this channel. And now it helps even that much more to be able to spread awareness and to push this petition and to push this movement that we're getting started here. And Bryn has been attacked more than anyone else. And I will say this, you know, people.
If indeed Bryn has been attacked more than anyone else, maybe it's because she has instigated attacks from people more than anyone else. And Michelle is saying, yes, no, Brennan is absolutely amazing, mad respect and love for her heart.
People have attacked me to ultimately hurt Bryn. Like, people have gone after me in order to hurt her. Which
No. If anything, people have realized how fucking dangerous Bryn is because she chooses to sleep in the same bed as you, C-Files. That's all. Nobody's going after you to get to her. Nobody's going after her to get to you. It's just the two of you are a fucking disgusting, dangerous, despicable combination, in my opinion, allegedly, of course.
Circles back around to these fucking cyber harassers, cyber stalkers, cyber fucking assholes will go after family members, friends, in some cases co-workers. Like, they will go after the people around you just to hurt you. That would be like if fucking, I don't know, let's say me and Pigeon were.
Michelle says, yes, Bryn is absolutely amazing. Mad respect and love for her. And it makes my blood boil, flucked up on too many levels. Michelle, if you had any blood, I'd say you're too fucking cold for it to boil.
Having some sort of beef, right? And instead of me just being like, man, I'm gonna beat Pigeon's ass, that motherfucker, I decided to go like, go throw some birdseed out in the front yard and wait for all of his pigeon friends to come and just kick them for no reason to get at Pigeon. Like, that person didn't do fucking anything, and or Bird in this example didn't do fucking anything, and now you're just hurting innocent people in an effort to hurt someone else. What kind of fuck shit is that? I personally think it's nice when YouTubers are patient with viewers whose finances fluctuate.
Some people just ignore non-members. It's not that people ignore non-members, it's just that when you have a channel with 200,000 subscribers and your membership is like a few dollars a month, if only 1,000 of your 200,000 subscribers are members and they're each paying like $5 a month, so that's your $5,000 income, and everybody else is just freeloading on your content. Well, of course you're gonna focus on your $5,000 a month income versus your 199,000 other people that are just freeloading, in my opinion. Allegedly, of course.
Finances fluctuate a lot. I cannot read today. Makes it more accepting and accessible, so I tend to join when I can afford to. Yeah, man. Of course, like, I get it, you know, I understand that people's finances fluctuate, and, you know, it's obviously the holidays, people are trying to buy Christmas gifts, whatever. Like, I get that, that's cool. And again, that's a part of the reason why feel free to do super chats, feel free to donate in any form or fashion that you see fit. But that's why I'll always go back to, you know, truly, if you get something from the merch store, then at the very least, like, you know, you could get two birds stoned at once, right? Let's say Dusty is feeling charitable, right? And he wants to donate me some money for my next vape. Well, if he goes and buys like a t-shirt.
So here's an interesting comment. No says, isn't it illegal to tamper during court stuff, like read stuff pretending it's story time? We all know who it's about. If they're talking about me, why did Brennan send that information to people if she didn't want it read out? Wasn't it Brennan tampering with court if she's sending out court documents that she doesn't want to be distributed? Just asking, just a question.
And some stickers or something off the merch store. Well, now he can donate money to me and the channel, and he can also give that t-shirt and those stickers to somebody for Christmas. And now, boom, there you go. He's gotten Christmas gifts and he's helped out the channel. Isn't it illegal to tamper during court stuff? Yes. Like read stuff pretending it's story time. I believe so. We all know who it's about. Yes, I mean, it is. In some aspects, it's a little bit of a gray area because, yes, technically you can. Bryn says the same thing.
And says it's a gray area because Brennan's the one that distributed the court documents to be read by Pigpo. Brennan was trying to get it out there. She just didn't like when it got out there and it wasn't to her favor. So now C-Files is covering for her skinny ass. Okay, it's a gray area.
technically, it is public domain, right? Technically, you can get access to this information. However, due to privacy laws, due to current anti-doxing policy.
Brendan says, and really don't want to have people go looking for that. Well, we didn't have to go looking for it because you gave us the freaking information, biatch.
And due to, I guess there's a very fair argument for tampering with evidence / tampering with.
Now, when the heat is on, Brendan says, I have gotten enough hate, no more please. Well, you shouldn't have fucking opened yourself up and made us all hate you like we do because you're hateable. You're wicked hateable, Brennan. You're wicked, wicked, wicked hateable because you're a dirtbag.
A witness. Yes, it is. You're definitely not supposed to do that. You're definitely not technically allowed to do that. So yeah, it is. I'm just gonna leave that one there for now. I will say it 100% does break confidentiality to share.
So if it breaks confidentiality, why did Brennan share all this C-files? Just a question, Which he says, stop the hate. Pigeon says, stop the hate. Well, Brennan, stop yourself. You're hateable. You're fucking hateable. You're very easily hateable. And you feed into your own hateability, in my opinion, allegedly, of course.
Share information with people. I'll say that much. To the PBG. I feel like there was something else I wanted to touch on that I'm fucking drawing a blank on right now. The toxicology report, I kind of touched on that earlier, but like I said, my question with that is,
So Noah's asking about the toxicology report, which I guess is Amanda Rabb's toxicology report. And then Brennan chimes in, I have this way more understanding, control, and a head than anyone thinks or know except for maybe one person. Wink. She's a fucking freak. Confederate Brotherhood for Life says, quit being hating ass hoes, aka Mystery Maiden just said. Brennan, you're a loser, baby. So why don't you kill you?
BJ understand that? Was this an attempt to twist the narrative and say, look at all these drugs that were in this person's system? Or was she really just unaware that the part she was reading is the part they tested for, not the substances that came back? That's my question. And I'm leaning towards it's a way to twist the narrative since we've seen so much of that. To quote the Mystery Maiden, who, I guess for the newer viewers who may not know, Dusty's wife sometimes likes to yell at him from another room while he's on panels and was dubbed the Mystery Maiden, because you rarely ever see her, but you'll hear her talking shit to her husband quite a bit. To quote the Mystery Maiden, y'all ain't quit being hating ass hoes. Let's see, so I touched on ultimately the movement itself. Again, please, link down in the description to sign the petition if you have not. If you are truly down for the cause and truly would like to see.
Just chiming in to avoid copyright strikes.
Shit like this being taken more seriously on the internet, because yes, we are making waves, we are starting to chip away and make a dent, but it's been a real uphill battle, y'all. Like,
of course it's an uphill battle because you're wrong and we're right. Free speech trumps censorship all the time.
Even from previous experiences, it is really hard to make a report to YouTube and be like, hey, this person's using my content to slander my name and spread false narratives and talk shit about me. Like, it's really hard to get them to do anything about that.
Right. Because if you created the content and the other person is just redistributing content you created and pointing out your own nonsense, then how do you expect YouTube to stop people from commenting on your own content? That's fucked up.
But if you, yeah, hi lurkers. But if you are truly someone who cares about this, who does want to be, who does want to help us make this wave and be a part of something bigger that can essentially help out everyone, any and every creator that you care about, it's going to come to light really, really quickly who is playing both sides and trying to go back and forth, and who is really here with us trying to make something good happen. Yes, thank you to all the lurkers for all of the views. I very much appreciate it. But yes, it's going to be very, very evident very, very quickly who is trying to play both sides just to catch a little bit of the attention. And unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, actually, I take that back. And if you are, in fact, playing both sides, that constitutes condoning this behavior and egging it on. And shout out to the Woods family.
No, who was in my chat earlier today says, no one will comment on Bonnie's stuff because if they do, she says they're harassing her. LOL. No, I'll just point out the error of their analysis because they're taking the wrong side in a very clear battle.
You're condoning this behavior and egging it on and perpetuating it. And that is, in fact, part of the petition we have going on, part of the thing we're trying to get looked at and evaluated here. And while I do believe that everyone has the right to support whoever you want to support, I have to draw a pretty hard line here and say, at this point, I need people who are with me and with us on this. And I can't have people around that are playing both sides.
C-Files can't have people around that are playing both sides. So basically, either you're anti-autonomy or you're anti-C-Files. Because C-Files does not seem to believe in autonomy for anyone. He seems to believe in censorship and control. And that he and Brennan get to do whatever the hell they want to do, and everybody else needs to just fall in line and accept it. And I cannot live in a world where that is the case. So moving on now.
And trust me, I can smell a fucking rat from a mile away. If anyone suddenly comes out of the woodwork and says, oh my God, oh, this is all so crazy, you're gonna have lots of splaining to do before I'm willing to even entertain the idea that you're not just a fucking mole. And we don't like moles around here. We like Antarctic chinchillas, such as Eduardo here. Shout out to the Woods family. Yeah, shout out to Barry Woods. I haven't seen you in here today, but shout out to Old Banana Hammock Barry. Chinchilla fan for life, bro. So yes, I touched on that. Ultimately, I guess, as we get into the last 15 minutes or so of this wonderful program, and I just throw my vape on the ground. I'm back.
He just threw his vape on the ground. Ew. Nasty.
I guess I'll go ahead and kind of wrap it up with this. Oh, you're good, CJ. Hashtag vape tossing. That's amazing. I still stand by everything that I have said. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to push this as far as we possibly can.
He's so disgusting.
And I do still want this channel to have entertainment value as we work towards making positive changes in society.
So Michelle B says, hit it extra for Bonnie. She hates when you do that. And then Brendan says, hashtag Antarctic chinchillas love to be loved.
Societies. So 2,000 subscribers, I will get me an Eduardo tattoo, and I will either live stream it or make a video. I guess it depends on the artist, whether or not they're cool with being filmed or whatever. Antarctic chinchilla tat for 2,000 subs. And if we can get that signature in the link in the description below up to, hey, there's a little bear.
And then PVG says, Foggy, ha ha ha. No says, Bonnie, see you next Tuesday. As she says, she is Queen CUNT. Michelle B. Yes, Bryn. Save the Antarctic chinchillas.
Barry Woodson. If we can get those signatures up to 80 in the next couple of days.
Brennan, how about a tattoo of that picture Little Bit did? Don't know what that means.
You guys will get, oh man. All right, hold on, let me finish my thought. If we get that petition and the link in the description up to 80 by Wednesday, there will be a custom C-Files dance video. I guess I'll allow the chat to choose. I guess we'll have a vote on it on my channel, and you guys can choose what dumbass song I have to dance to. Man, I am, now that you say that, I am really tempted to get the tattoo of the picture that Little Bit drew. That's
Little Bit. Who's Little Bit? Is that Brennan's child? Who's Little Bit?
fucking amazing. I'm up for it either way, but want to see you sea-walk? Oh god, I can sea-walk. I have also, this is such a skateboarder problem. I've legit sprained my ankle sea-walking before. Oh, I'm so sad to admit that, but I have. When you have like a third of a tendon holding your ankle together, sometimes if you get too into it, it
Brennan says, or strawberry face, 1 year pick. I mean, clearly she's having her child around this man. That's disgusting.
But hey man, whatever it takes. And I mean whatever it takes. To all the lurkers, all the hate watchers out there. Yes, obviously I'm joking and I'm having fun with this. And we did in fact summon Barry. Barry's like Beetlejuice, man. Yes, I am having fun with this, and I am full on willing. Like, I'm not joking about the tattoos and the dance videos and shit. I will hold myself to that. But if that doesn't prove to everybody how committed and serious I am to this cause, I didn't know when I started doing YouTube that I was going to become, I guess, an activist really would be the word for it. I have my chinchilla wrapped in a warm tortilla snuggled up in the middle of the pyramid. That's perfect, Pigeon. That's where it should be. I got tat guns. I need practice. Oh, God. Dude. I mean, we could fucking, me and PVG could link up. She does have a tattoo gun. Give us something like a big tattoo on your back and quit bitching for a week. No, Mystery Maiden. The fuck was I? Oh yeah.
PVG, Little Bit did some amazing pictures. Who the fuck is Little Bit? Is that your daughter, Brennan? That's fucked up.
If that doesn't prove how actually committed I am to this shit. Queen squiggly lines, bitch. That doesn't prove how committed I am to this shit, how far I'm willing to take this, then I don't know what to tell y'all, but we're riding this all the way to the end. Y'all done woke up a fucking sleeping giant.
He keeps saying that y'all done woke up a sleeping giant. He said that to me one time before when I called him out on shit. He's threatening. He's disgusting.
You could have just let me live my life and continue to do what I was doing.
Yeah, your life is not worth living, so quit fucking with other people. Just go crawl into a hole and stay there. C-Files, please.
And have fun and joke around and use this channel as a means of mostly entertainment with a little bit of hopefully helpful mental health / addiction recovery advice.
He's giving mental health / addiction recovery advice. No thanks.
And everything I'm doing still ultimately ties into that. Because really, when you harass someone, and you fuck with someone,
Michelle B. Oh, Bryn Hart.
I keep getting distracted by the chat. When you harass someone and you fuck with someone, you make false narratives about someone, and you ultimately...
Brennan, I will, PVG. You will laugh your ass off so hard.
Make their real life more difficult. What can and a lot of time does come with that, is also affecting people's mental health in a real way. And as someone who has had their own mental health struggles, it can be hard enough to keep your mental health up here. And we don't need anyone not only making that harder, but potentially pushing others to the point of full on actually hurting themselves. That's where I draw a hard line. That's where I say, we're standing up. I saw the hashtag going through here. Stand up, speak, stand up, say something. Yes, exactly. If you're not comfortable saying something, there's multiple ways to get a hold of me in private.
PVG, your life matters. No, it really doesn't, Brennan. No, it really doesn't, C-Files. Your lives don't matter to me. Your lives are expendable.
Scrolling underneath me right now. I'll fucking say it. I don't care. I'll be the voice. I always said that this channel was going to be a voice for the voiceless.
Pigeon, you matter a lot. No, you don't.
And right now, there's far too many people who feel they can't use their voice about this, or else they'll get even more backlash, even more attack.
Oh, people are afraid to use their voice because they're afraid of backlash. Sounds like Stephanie Cobbin. Sounds like fucking pussyfooters. Sounds like people that don't have balls. I don't have balls, but I'm not afraid to speak up for myself. Why am I so different from the rest of y'all? Why am I not afraid to speak my truth, but y'all act like you need a fucking gang of pussies to stand together and file petitions before you can speak your own truth? Why is that? What are you hiding?
Even more fucking even more intimidated by these big channels like BJ Investigates, That Surprise Witness, like
intimidated by BJ Investigates, That Surprise Witness? How are you intimidated by that? Why do you find the truth intimidating, C-Fox? Don't understand that.
Down the rabbit hole, like any of these channels that do this shit.
Oh, and he finds down the rabbit hole intimidating too? Interesting.
Not that this channel is even around anymore, because again, fuck with the wrong ones, like Old Dodger, like fucking Miss Chronic Chronicles, any of them.
Now you're complaining about Rachel's channel? It's weird. You shall be. Stop online harassment. Stand up. Speak out. PVG. Ha 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 ha. Pigeon, don't back down. Never retreat. Never surrender. Even if Bruce Lee's ghost doesn't train you to be a warrior. PVG. Ha 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 ha.
Right. People intimidated by those fucking kinds of channels using their platform really to shit all over people. If you're
those channels using their platform to speak truth to power, in my valid opinion.
Someone that has a story or that has been involved in this, and you want your story out there, you just don't want to do it publicly, I'm more than willing.
Brendan Emerald, oh, you must have seen it. LOL. I thought you were in the hospital, you fucking cunt.
Just spread the word. I will keep it anonymous if you so wish to. I will leave out
TVG, Bonnie, get help. Where did that come from? I don't need your fucking help, you fucking twat face.
any details, or you can leave out any details you don't want put out there, but I will gladly come on here and talk my shit like I always do.
Brendan Emerald, and most of all, it's their informants that are the worst. The fuck is she talking about?
And blast motherfuckers for doing this kind of thing.
Just a fucking dirty ass skank hoe junkie bitch and her fucking carny fucking piece of trash. I mean, that's all they are.
Most of all, it's their informants that are the worst.
Take this job and love it.
Since you bring it up, if I ever share my story, it's going to be here with Steve House. Hell yeah, Barry. And you know what? Barry can actually attest to this. I have talked to Barry in private, and he's told me some stuff about his Barry Woodson experience. Do you guys know anything about old Barry? No, you don't, because I don't just fucking blast people like that. And I'm sure there's some people out there that are curious about old Barry, but that's between me and him until he says, tell the world, in which case, I will.
He's so gross with the fucking sucking on the vape. Disgusting.
Now,
PVG, I would love to hear Barry.
the last thing I am going to say, since it was brought up, I've been trying to be nice.
Pigeon, I don't even know Barry's name. Wait, Barry Wood. I def have a price on my head. Ha ha. Big brown arms.
Bite my tongue a little bit about this, but to anyone who thinks they're going to be a fucking informant and run back to BJ or run back to Bonnie or run back to Rabbit.
Run back to BJ, run back to Bonnie, run back to Rabbit. What do these three people have in common? That we see through you? Is that what it is?
Fucking suckle up on the disgusting teat and get some of that fucking curdled, rotten milk.
Ooh, that's an angry mofo right there.
We see you too. We know who you are.
I don't care, you disgusting, useless excuse for fucking heartbeat. Just go away. Go away. Dig a hole, lie down, cover yourself up, and rest permanently, C-Files.
If there's one,
You're a disgusting, useless excuse for a heartbeat, in my opinion.
thing I hate more than a bully, it's a fucking snitch. I did say earlier,
I ain't a snitch, but even if I was, I don't care what you think of me because you're a fucking subhuman piece of dog shit.
in this program, I have a price on my head well deserved. I did say earlier in this program, I can smell a fucking rat a mile away. And to the one that was named as BJ's informant recently, and I'm sure you watched.
Hang on. Pigeon says, oh shit, all this time I thought BJ and Bonnie were all Rabbit, LOL. It's three people, ROFL. Okay, so people thought BJ, I, and Rabbit were all the same person. That's a little bit uninformed.
Watch this because you're fucking fascinated by me, just like everybody else is.
Nobody's fascinated by you. I'm just fascinated why you haven't expired yet.
I knew you're a fucking rat.
You're a rat. You're a dirty, nasty, dickless fucking rodent. That's all you are, Casey Fowler. That's all you are. Brennan, Seiler, Bell, Layton. Dickless rodents. That's all y'all are.
My gut tells me things. Just because I don't act on it at the time, doesn't mean I don't realize it. Doesn't mean I don't notice it and make a mental note of it. And look, when things
C-Files makes a mental note. Wow, does that mean he has a brain? If I only had a brain.
all come to light, old C-Files was fucking right again.
Ooh, C-Files talking about himself in the third person and sucking on that vape. Bitches.
Anyone who's too afraid to do their own goddamn research about something.
Wow, he's such an angry excuse for a heartbeat, which I hope will stop soon.
But wants to befriend someone.
I mean, stop talking. That's all I mean. Stop talking.
And get them to do the research about it. Probably doesn't care that much about the situation at all, do they? Because if you
I do my own research, you little douchebag.
really cared, you would have done the research. You would have found everything you needed out. But you didn't. All you wanted to do was get close to someone to run back to the person that's been fucking terrorizing them.
Delulu.
It's usually slight and you tend to want to see good. No, I agree. I understand giving people the benefit of the doubt, and I understand I've been guilty of getting close to people, and lo and behold, they really fucked me over. Like, I get it.
Oh, everybody always fucks C-Files over, never the other way around. Darvo!
But I also know, looking back, when my gut tells me,
Ooh, here's Brennan with all her. She's a fucking seal with her claps.
I get that feeling, you know what I mean? The DMT that's active in my gut signals the DMT that's active in my brain, and I'm like, huh. Now, whether I choose to listen to that and do something about it in the moment is on me. I'm not right with the bullying, and that's where I fall out with people. Right's right, wrong's wrong. Thank you, Barry. Think before you act and make a...
Brennan, Solid 18 Nona at this point. The fuck, girl? You're a fucking loser. Stay in the hospital. Ask for extra morphine until it just all floats away.
The world a better place, and that's exactly what we're doing here. See, old Barry gets it. Clappy emojis. I usually fly away if people get too close. I guess my point being with that one,
Michelle B. 100, 100, 100. Brand. Please let me lick your groin.
I see everything. There's a reason that
I see everything. I see you next Tuesday, Seafowls.
the moniker of this program was Dave Sees All for like 9 months.
Dave Sees All. Is that the same Dave as Jamie's always talking about, or a different Dave? Just asking.
And it still is. I kind of forgot about that bit, if I'm being honest with everybody. But the truth of the matter is, Dave does in fact see all, and I do see who's doing what, and I do see.
Hail Dave. What the fuck does that mean? Is this a Jamie thing? I don't even know.
Who's buddying up to people to get information, and who's actually around to help better the cause. And at this point,
oh, so no witchy says Hail Dave. Okay, so I guess it's a Seafowls thing.
I'm gonna stop being fucking nice about it. Stop.
Ooh. Were you ever nice, Seafowls? I don't think so. As my little boy used to say when he was little, I don't think so.
Giving people the benefit of the doubt and call shit like I see it. Dave did in fact teach the birds how to fly. He also taught the Antarctic chinchillas how to live in the Arctic tundra. If you want to know the real truth, Dave is who blessed me with my good looks.
Oh, wow. Well, there's that. You've got no good looks, so I guess Dave blessed you with nothing. Oh my gosh, this is painful.
Let's not forget who knows how to hack into disco floors.
Let's not forget who knows how to hack into disco floors. What does that mean exactly? Is that a Discord reference?
I don't want to spill all of our secrets, but yeah, let's not forget I have a few secret weapons I haven't even pulled out yet. So I will end it with this. To those of you perpetrating the harassment,
like Charlie's Angels?
to those of you condoning the harassment, to those of you who think it's okay to dox people and put people in legitimate real life danger, to those of you who support the people that do this, to those of you who condone any of these activities, and to those of you who are just flat out fucking schoolyard bullies, if you thought Seafowls was a pain in the ass before, it's only going to get funner for me. And the thorn is just going to work deeper and deeper into your side.
He's just a disgusting piece of trash. That's all. That's all.
Until we get the change we want. Until we are the change we wish to see in the world.
Until we are the change you wish to see in the world. So what, you want a world full of Satanists? Go fucking jump off a cliff, you fucking douchebag.
Interpret that however you want.
I've interpreted it. I've interpreted it as you deserve to not be alive anymore, and the rest of us deserve a world where you are not alive, because you're a fucking menace and a useless piece of shit. Period.
But to those about to rock, we do in fact salute you. Much love, everybody. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Shout out to the Carney Army in general, but shout out to those who did donate, super chat, buy memberships, all that stuff last episode. That was fucking amazing, and I appreciate all you guys for that. Shout out to anyone who has already signed the petition in the link below. If you haven't, please do so. And remember to share it on any and all social medias of your choosing. Let's show everybody what the Carney Army is capable of. Let's come together and show these motherfuckers we're not going to be the little guy who gets kicked around anymore.
No, you're the big badass who, you're the fucking Goliath who we Davids just win over because we're right and you're wrong. We're good and you're bad. We're human and you're a fucking piece of shit. Period.
We're standing up to you motherfuckers. I don't care how big your channel is.
And I don't care how big you think you are. You can stand up and you will fall down because we are right and you are wrong. Bye now.
And you're going to feel it. You're going to know we're here.
I ain't scared of no clowns.
But with that, everyone, I appreciate the shit out of all you guys. All of the things in the description and in the banner thingy going across. Shout out to Liquid Death, please sponsor me. Shout out to Witchy Sisters Craft Stock.
Oh my God, he's fucking desperate for Liquid Death. Dude, at least drink a fucking can of Liquid Death in your thing if you think they're ever going to sponsor you. You're fucking Delulu.
For any and all of your merch needs. PureRomance.com/CandaceVance for any and all of your romantic needs this holiday season. And I genuinely appreciate the shit out of every single one of you guys for being a part of this with me and for rising up and saying, we're not going to take it, in the words of Twisted Sister.
Oh my God, now he's quoting Twisted Sister? Fucked up.
Do something positive for someone. Stay passionate about the shit you love and care about.
Do something positive for someone, like friggin' eliminate you from the planet.
Don't ever let your own story be weaponized against you.
Oh my God.
Don't ever let anybody try to steal your voice. And with that, much love, everybody. Until next time.
Shelby, stop. If we stopped online harassment, Michelle, what the fuck would you do with your life? Because all you do is harass me online. Witchy, y'all been naughty. You know you need to shop. She's a fucking dirty ass twat.
Time. Peace out, Carney Army.
All right. That's it, kids. Have a nice night.